Hello everybody, my name is Zen, coming from Essence of Zen, and today you're watching Zenful Thoughts, which if you did not know is pretty much my show where I get in front of the camera and I rant or talk about anything that I may want to, you may want to, things that may have been left in the comment section on the previous Zenful Thoughts. So yeah. So it's actually been quite some time since I've done a Zenful Thought, and that's not without the lack of trying, because I've recorded about 2 or 3 Zenful Thoughts in the past couple of 3 or 4 weeks that never were released, and that's for various different reasons. But before we continue on with this upbeat then downbeat, then hopefully ending on an upbeat depending on your wallets, let me just come out and just say thank you. The channel has blown up to hit nearly our goal. We're so close to 500 subs, and I'm trying to make sure everything is set to have a nice stream of content. Hopefully doctors won't get in my way with that again. But I just can't express the thank you enough, and as we near that 500, it is becoming far more of a fire underneath my bottom to get everything situated. That's the website, the forum, the platform, the merchandise shop, and everything else pretty much squared away. Same thing with content and a date for specific types of content and etc. So more than anything, thank you. But back to the topic about the previously recorded Zenful Thoughts and why they didn't really go up in time. So one of the videos that I actually liked, it was talking about the Orlando Pulse Club shooting, and it wasn't about the event particular. It was more so about people who were saying it didn't happen, or that it was faked, or wild conspiracy theories, and it resonated with me in a very negative way, because it's very disrespectful to the people who have lost loved ones. So I did a Zenful Thoughts video targeting that particular notion. I came to a final decision with that. I decided if I would personally see a certain amount of posts saying, it was fake throughout social media for the next 2 weeks, I'd post a video. If I didn't, I wouldn't, because I didn't want to fuel something that was not necessary. On another down note, but not as down, I guess, the UK has been going crazy. If you did not know, and assuming that you're American, you probably would not really have a stake in the situation whatsoever, but for people who are in the UK and the EU, the UK has pretty much decided to pull out of the EU. And if you don't know, the EU is the European Union, and it's like a big economic powerhouse. The fact that these decisions is going to change the global economics, their local, local in terms of a national type of thing, not global, but in Europe. Economics, and it's just going to have these ripple effects. It's going to be felt throughout the world, and it was like literally one of those, like, it felt like people were about to have a war over it. Not necessarily that vicious or that violent or anything. It's just people were passionate, and you could tell by it was not a landslide type of thing. It was nearly even in terms of relativity, but what split the most were the age groups. You had old people, young people, and they were just kind of clashing. It was literally dial-up versus DSL in terms of age-wise. I'm not trying to say speed or support or and I have no personal opinion about it, because I'm not in the EU. I'm not in a European country. I've no qualms, experience, or connection to what they might be going through in terms of this big decision. The one thing that I know is, to them, this is like just as important as to us Americans not getting Trump in office, or as with the Democratic Party specifically, or maybe even independents, Hillary Clinton versus Bernie Sanders. It's like civil war. And I don't mean that as in American history. I mean that is like Marvel Civil War. It's team versus team. it's just kind of weird to see all this going on in world history. Especially that being the UK, because they were like the nation to try to push and signifying what it means to be unified and unity and yeah. But to end on a somewhat lighter note, Steam summer sales have started, and like I said, it's either a lighter note for you because you know you're gonna find some awesome games for you to play, or it's probably a little bit negative because now your wallet's gonna be that much more empty. As for me, I have my eyes on maybe 4 or 5 specific games, and I don't feel like spending that much money, so I'm probably going to like flip a coin to see exactly what I get. That ranging from things like Dragon's Dogma to things like Just Cause 3 to even Dying Light to maybe even Subnautica. I am torn between some of these decisions. Oh, and someone sent me a game, Salt something, and it looks amazing. I'm like, that's another game that's on my list. I don't feel like buying them. I don't. But that's pretty much what's going to end it for the Zenful thoughts this week. It's not really much of my thoughts, more so just kind of ranting about events and why I didn't do certain things. And a big thank you to everyone who's helping us reach 500 so we can push more in certain directions and do different things. So what are your opinions on the whole European Union thing? What is your opinion on these Steam sales? Are there any games that you're going to try to grab and nab and play and save money in terms of overall purchasing, but you're probably going to spend just as much money, just end up with more games? And yeah, it's kind of depressing actually. In the meantime, feel free to support Essence of Zen by using our link to start a 30-day trial for Kindle Unlimited. That's free access to over 10,000 books and audiobooks for 30 days. Unlimited reading, unlimited listening, any device. When nearing the end of the trial, if you don't want to continue it, be sure to cancel the service renewal via amazon.com/mycd. Thank you. But that's it for today, folks. My name has been Zuma, coming from Essence of Zen. Feel free to subscribe if you want to see more. Hit that like button if you liked the video. If you did not, let us know why you didn't like it. Share the video with your friends. See what they're going to do for their Steam summer sale and probably try to borrow 10 bucks off of you. I will see you all in the next video. But until then, as always, take care.
March winds and April showers make way for